86M Star here. Alright, so in my last video I got sidetracked. I was going to do this and it didn't happen, so now it's going to happen. We got a headlight out and we're going to fix it. It's just the high beams out, not the low beam. The owner's manual for this bike does not show you how to do this, and the service manual is $100 and some odd. I won't be buying that. So we're just going to wing it and see if we can't figure it out. I did go find this at the auto parts store, which according to the forums, it's an H4, and that's what we need. What'd I pay for that, Mad Dog?
Well, it looks like $28.99 before tax, so $31.02 after tax.
Okay. So, and that was supposedly upgraded. There was one for like 13 bucks or something, and one for 25-ish or something like that. So, got the expensive one. Big money. I'm gonna take some guesses here. There's a hex here, and then there's one down inside this hole right here. I'm gonna guess those are the two to start with. Oh, that's not gonna be big enough. So that was, what did we determine this is?
I think that's a T30.
Alright, well.
It's printed on the side, but okay.
No, that was good and tight. Okay, there's no difference in between the two screws, top and bottom, so we won't have to worry about keeping those in order or anything. That gave us some justice. Alright, so I think what we're held up on now is there's some of those push pin type clips or fasteners or whatever. These are pretty straightforward if you've never dealt with them. You just push the center in and then you should be able to get my fingernail behind it, possibly. And it just pulls out. And then when we go to put those back in, you just reset it down to there, and then once it goes in, you just push that in flush. If you've never seen those, there you go. Ah. Okay. You push the center straight out of it all the way that time, so just pop it back in there. Haha. Alright, it looks like turn signal wires are short on this side. Oh, there we go. Unplugs. I guess this boot needs to come off. I was going to unplug these, but they just pull out, but I'm afraid I'm actually going to end up damaging the wires the way they're done. So since we don't need to, we're going to rest it right there and hope for the best. That boot just comes off there, leaving us with a bulb with kind of wire keeper here. Okay. Now let's go compare it to the one we bought, and hopefully the forms were right. We'll be careful not to touch this glass part. Everyone says if you do that, you'll get oil on it and it'll shorten the life of it. And I don't know how much truth there is to that, but we just won't touch it, and then we won't have to worry about it. well, it appears to be the same, so. Now if you look, I didn't watch when I pulled that out to get the orientation, but it's going to give it to me because this isn't an exact triangle, or it is actually a triangle, but it's not an evenly spaced triangle, so it will only fit in one way. There we go. And keep her back down. That's just got a little hook there. It just hooks underneath this. And then boot back on. And plug in. Again, it's only going to plug in one way, so you can't mess this up. Do a little cable management here. Before we go too far, test it, make sure it works. And high beam.
Well, it definitely looks brighter.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, country road, middle of the night, will be a better way of testing that. Put these in the battery first. Now these came out, they acted like they were in there pretty tight. I don't see any Loctite or anything on them. I probably should Loctite them and put them back in. We have any Loctite handy? Okay, no Loctite handy. Now we hope for the best. Still going to need a bigger tool than that. I'm just going to get them in there. I'm not going to tighten them down until I get them all in. This one's going to be a little trickier. I wish this was magnetized. I didn't look up the torque value on these, so it's just going to be G&T. Click. Okay, one more test, make sure everything's still working. We messed with this turn signal wire, so we're definitely going to want to test that again. Okay, they're working. Notice they flash fast. That's because we've done the turn signal eliminator on this bike. It has it integrated into the taillight. I'll show you that real quick. And that changes the resistance of the system, so this actually needs to be fixed. Mad Dog covered this for the Ninja, and I need to watch the other video apparently so I can fix this bike. Being pretty much a no big deal. 4 bolts, 2 little clips, changed the bulb out, didn't have to buy the $100 and some service manual, didn't have to take it in to get it fixed, and should provide me with, well, at least another 5,000 miles worth of light. Thanks for showing up. Like and subscribe. Come back next week and see what we're up to.